Hey, you look like you could use some help. Help? Why? Because you matter.
It was one of those nights when the city felt unusually quiet. Daniel Carter tightened his jacket as the cold wind brushed past him. The street lights flickered, and the sound of distant traffic echoed through the empty road. He had just finished a long shift at the warehouse, 12 hours of lifting boxes, counting hours, and wondering when life would finally change. At 32, Daniel felt stuck, no family of his own. No big dreams left. Just survival. As he walked toward the bus stop, he noticed a man sitting on the sidewalk near an old grocery store. The man looked out of place, not drunk, not aggressive, just tired. His clothes were worn, his beard untrimmed, and his eyes held a quiet sadness. Daniel hesitated. He had learned the hard way not to trust strangers. Life had already taken enough from him, but something about the man made him stop. "Are you okay?" Daniel asked. The man slowly looked up. His voice was calm but weak. "I don't need money," he said. "Just a place to rest for the night." Daniel frowned. "Shelters are a few blocks away." "They're full," the man replied. "I tried." Daniel looked at his watch. The next bus wouldn't arrive for another 20 minutes. He sighed, conflicted. His apartment was small, barely enough for himself. But the cold was getting worse. "What's your name?" Daniel asked. "Samuel." Daniel nodded. "I'm Daniel." There was a long silence. Finally, Daniel said the words he never expected to say, "You can stay at my place. Just for tonight." Samuel looked stunned. "Are you sure?" Daniel shrugged. "One night won't kill me." He didn't know it yet, but that single decision was about to change everything. Daniel's apartment was modest, one bedroom, peeling paint, and a couch that had seen better days. He offered Samuel a towel and some old clothes. "You don't have to do this," Samuel said softly. "I know," Daniel replied. "But I want to." They ate a simple meal, leftover soup and bread. As they sat across from each other, something felt strangely normal. "So," Daniel asked, "how did you end up out there?" Samuel paused. His eyes drifted toward the window. "I used to have a life," he said quietly. "A good one." Daniel listened as Samuel spoke of a business he once owned, a family he loved, and a mistake that cost him everything. He didn't go into details, but the pain was clear. "People think homelessness happens overnight," Samuel said. "It doesn't. It happens one loss at a time." Daniel felt a lump in his throat. He had always believed he was close to losing everything himself. That night, Daniel gave Samuel his bed and slept on the couch. As he stared at the ceiling, he wondered why this stranger's story felt so familiar. Daniel woke up early for work. Samuel was already awake, carefully folding the blanket. "Thank you," Samuel said. "I'll be out of your way." Daniel nodded, still half asleep. "You can stay for breakfast." But Samuel shook his head. "I don't want to take more than I already have." Before leaving, Samuel reached into his pocket and pulled out a small, worn envelope. "If you ever need help," he said, handing it to Daniel. "Read this." Daniel was confused. "What is it?" "A reminder," Samuel replied with a faint smile. Then he walked out the door. Daniel stood there for a moment, then shook his head and rushed to work. He shoved the envelope into his jacket pocket and forgot about it. Life goes on. Until it doesn't. Weeks passed. Daniel's life returned to its routine: work, sleep, repeat. But strange things began to happen. One afternoon, his landlord unexpectedly reduced his rent. A week later, Daniel was offered a supervisor position at work, something he had been denied for years. Then, one evening, Daniel received a call. His estranged sister, whom he hadn't spoken to in over a decade, wanted to reconnect. It felt unreal. That night, Daniel remembered the envelope. "Daniel, you probably don't realize who I am. I didn't tell you because I wanted to know if kindness still existed without rewards. Years ago, I lost everything because I trusted the wrong people and forgot how to trust myself. That night, you reminded me of who I used to be. if you're reading this, it means I've already started fixing my life, and now, I want to help fix yours. Attached to the letter was a business card, Samuel Reed, founder CEO, Reed Financial Group, Daniel's heart stopped. He searched the name online. Samuel Reed was a multimillionaire who had disappeared from the public eye after a major corporate betrayal. The man he helped for one night was not just homeless. He was hiding a second chance. The next day, Daniel received another call. It was from Reed Financial Group. Samuel wanted to meet. At the meeting, Samuel looked different, clean, confident, alive. "You passed the test," Samuel said simply. Daniel frowned. "Test?" "My faith in humanity," Samuel replied. "You helped me when you had nothing to gain." Samuel offered Daniel a job, not as a favor, but as a partner. Over time, Daniel's life transformed. He paid off debts, bought a better home, rebuilt his relationship with his sister, but more importantly, he never forgot where he started. Years later, Daniel often returned to the same street where he first met Samuel. He helped strangers, not because he expected miracles, but because he believed in them. One night, a young man asked him, "Why do you help people like this?" Daniel smiled, "Because one night of kindness changed my life forever."